Well, Gaffer, your lads didn't deserve that, did they?
No, I've just said that to them. I'm gutted for them. To a man, they were magnificent in terms of their approach to the game and how strong they were mentally and physically to deal with a team that, you know, they're probably going to be up there, and, you know, the way they play can be difficult to play against. But we matched them. We just one lapse of concentration, and that's what you get.
Yeah, just take you back to the start. Obviously, Dan Butler played as a left-sided centre half. What was you thinking there?
Well, I had a decision to make. Two big decisions were who to play the three centre halves and how I played them, and who played as a 10 and two strikers. And it was a difficult decision. I had a lot of kept thinking about it, and I just when I watched quite a few West Brom games. With the fact that Robinson was out, I felt that Phillips would play through the middle. So I knew Diagana would play on the right, or I thought he would. So I knew Butts would deal with that because he's a winger, so Butts could go in against him. So both my right and left centre halves were off as half fullbacks, half centre halves. He gave me the left foot, which gave me the balance. I thought all three of them were very, very good. That was my decision made there. It wasn't to do with Josh's performances. It was to do with balance and how I felt he would cope with Diagana. The other decision I had to make was who I was going to play up front, and I've still got this problem, Phil, where even at the end of the month, which I think will be gone come Sheffield United, is I'm finding it hard to get Jack, Jono and Dembele started. So I'm only really picking two. Sariki came in Thursday, couldn't train, felt his Achilles, an old injury. So that gave me a little bit of a problem. The main reason was that Jono's physicality, I needed him in the team. Jack Marriott, the space against West Brom's behind him, and that's Jack Marriott's game, and also Sammy's. There wasn't space in between the lines where Dems is good, but I knew there would be as the game progressed, and that's what the case was. And he was bright when he came on, and it was a tough decision to make, but I just felt it was that sort of game, and also to the fact that, you know, possibly if I started him, I'm making at least two subs with him and Jack, which is giving me a problem, but it'll be rectified with the work we're doing in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, and Ollie Norburn, who's been terrific in the last couple of games, picked up an injury, as you said, in the first minute of the game, and he obviously gets booked as well, and you need him flying, don't you, really?
Well, he's taken a real bad knock to his ankle. I don't think it was intentional, it's just a hard tackle. And I thought he was going to have to come off, but, you know, Ollie being Ollie, he was always going to carry on. Then he got booked, and the way the game was, it was very hectic and frantic. I was worried that he was going to make. He couldn't really. You could see he pulled out of a couple, and that's his game or part of his game. So I made a decision. I spoke to him at half time. So look, I can't. And he said, to be fair, I'm struggling with this ankle. So brought Jack on. Great to see Jack back. I mean, hard for him to come into a game like that, I must admit. So he'll hopefully come on from that. But no, to a man, they were, you know, a credit, and it's just so disappointing for them that the last two home games have ended the way they have, because they didn't deserve that, you know. But I suppose the lesson learned has to be, if you switch off for a minute, that's what happens.
Obviously, you've spoken in the media with regards to these towels, and I'm going to be bringing all sorts into the next home game. I mean, from an onlooker, you look in, you see a player from the opposition going into the away support, getting a towel,
it's ridiculous, and
taking so long to do it. And ultimately, that's where the 5 minutes have come from, haven't they? Because it's been an injury in the game.
It's ridiculous. It really is. They're making up their own rules. I have never seen in my whole time in football where fans can throw towels on. But the referee, it's not the referee's fault. It's a football league. The football league have just sat back and said, you can't do anything about it. Your safety people can, but not you. It's unbelievable what they're allowing to happen. They need to sort it out.
Yeah, because people will just be turning up. We can tell you got long throw.
I'll guarantee now, after watching that, every single home game West Brom have, all the fans will be throwing towels on. Is that what we want? In COVID, in the middle of COVID. It's absolutely ridiculous what's going on.
Yeah. Obviously, you've got an international break now. You're going to do a lot of work with the players, and I guess you've been looking forward to this time to be able to spend some time on the training pitch with the individuals that need it. Yeah,
that, and also for me and my staff to analyse the 5 games we've played. But yeah, you know, we've competed apart from the first game, and I always felt that'd be a tough game, and I'm not going to say I was really, really shocked, but it didn't surprise me too much, if that's the right thing to say.
Because the crowd and
because just the way the game was going to be, we didn't handle it well. So apart from that, we've competed. We beat Derby at home. No one else has beaten this season. We've drawn with Cardiff last minute. Lost tonight last minute. and two teams you would expect, West Brom and Cardiff, to be around it. So I know what I've got in that dressing room. They're a great bunch. We will be in better order when we get back from the international break. But yeah, this is not going to be a rest now. It's going to be a lot of hard work for the ones that need it. Obviously, one or two will get a few, down days, but it's going to be back to work on Tuesday.